Legends Lounge, presented by Booking.com. Welcome back, guys. This is Legends Lounge. I'm Rio Ferdidand, and today I'm diving into the world of European football from the very top. Imagine being the person who oversees it all, safeguarding the future of the game, organising the European Championships, and nurturing grassroots football for both men and women. It takes a lot of determination, intelligence, commitment, and a touch of charisma to lead such a massive organisation. I'm excited to have it with us today, the person who embodies all of that. Please welcome Aleksander Čeferin, President of UEFA. How you doing?
Good.
Good to have you here, man. I mean, listen, there's only one place really to start our show today, and that's Euro 2024. Are you pleased with how the tournament has progressed so far?
Yeah, I mean, the tournament is amazing. Fans are amazing, great matches, a lot of tight matches. Luck for some teams. And
England.
and unluck for Slovenia, for example.
Yeah.
But great tournament, great fans, not many incidents. You have to know that media mainly speaks about the negative stuff. So there were 3-4 incidents altogether. And we have like more than 3 million fans here. So it's amazing.
How much effort goes into that element? Because obviously we do hear and see at tournaments, and the focus, as you said rightly there, that is always from the media about negative stuff. How much focus before a tournament is on securing good behaviour from fans?
I mean, it's hard to secure good behaviour. I have to say that fans of national teams are a bit more polite than the fans of the clubs. They don't fight so much. From the other point of view, fan zones should be good. They have to have places to have party, to relax, and I think that prevents violence.
In terms of effort, how much goes into staging the Euros? Like, give me a little bit of background as to what the tasks that you have going into a tournament of this size.
Right, it's a huge thing. You know, we have 250 of our people working all the time on this project. We have 16,000 volunteers.
Wow.
We've had many meetings with German government. I mean, you have to know that it's a big responsibility to organize an event like that, especially in these tough times where you have different security issues. You have people coming with visas, without visas. You have electronic ticketing where you never know if it would work or not. So it's a huge task to organize.
And just talking about ticketing, etc., technology is playing a huge part now. And has that made it a lot easier for you guys, or is it bringing more difficulties or problems in certain areas?
It's quite easier, I would say, especially for the fans. Now we shrinked, if not completely eliminated, the black market. By that, and everybody says that the ticketing system works great, except one journalist from Germany who texted me that it's not good, but I don't know.
So Euro 2016 was a real turning point with the expansion from 16 to 24 teams. How's that expansion been able to help you deliver more opportunities and excitement as a product?
It's much more interesting, and you know, you see Georgia, you see Slovenia, you see some countries that might not qualify at the Euro if it would be 16 teams only, and they deserve to be here. You see that everybody can beat everyone. We have 24 fantastic teams here, with the exception from, let's say, 2 or 3 teams. Euro is for sure. If we add 2 or 3 teams, the Euro is for sure much stronger than the World Cup.
It's funny you say that. My experience walking around the streets, going to the fan parks, etc., and seeing the countries like Albania and Georgia, Slovenia, your country as well, who have a little experience here, and these places you can sense with the fans, there's a different excitement and energy with them because they're not here all the time, and that's been a great I think addition to this competition. And they've behaved supremely well as well. You must be proud of that.
Yeah, it's great. And also, you know, these days, not many things makes us patriotic and proud about our countries. And you see that you get goosebumps when you hear, even when I hear other national anthems. If I hear mine, I get a bit more emotion. But It's great that you see that football can unite people in the world where is a lot of violence, a lot of tensions. We are living in difficult times, so this is a relief for all of us.
Well, 100%, and a lot of volunteers. You say you've got working here and different people as part of your team, and this tournament's been a real celebration for inclusion. How important was that messaging and that at the beginning of starting a tournament like this? How important was that for you guys?
It's hugely important, and the important thing is that we also send a message to people, but not just to people, but also to politicians who don't exactly try to unite us. That events like that should be unifying, and that we as Europe should stick together, should show some kind of European spirit, which I don't see much in our society. So football is much more than just a sport.
Yeah, definitely. It can show people the right way to do things, can't it? And I can sense your passion for football. But as your role as UEFA president, how do you find the right balance between fan and president?
I mean, my club, I was born in ex-Yugoslavia, because I'm old enough that I lived in those times. So my club was Hajduk Split, which is now in Croatia.
Which players played for Hajduk Split?
Šorjak, Buljan, I don't know. That was one of the best teams in Yugoslavia. So I don't have a special club that I support, but I'm absolutely dying inside when Slovenia is playing. I cannot show it because I have to be neutral, but I have to say that after the match Slovenia-Portugal, I didn't sleep more than 1 hour.
Wow. Are you celebrating goals and moments, and when they qualified for the tournament, are you like one of those guys?
No, if I'm at home, yes. If I'm on the tribune, I can't. I didn't do it even when I was the president of federation, because I think you have to show respect to the other president who is sad. So I try to control myself, but it's not easy. It doesn't mean I don't suffer.
Well, that discipline and being able to control yourself, it leads me to looking into you a bit further for the show and into your background. Is it true you're a black belt in karate?
Yeah. Yeah,
wow.
I train karate for 28 years now already.
Wow!
So
this is why you look so fit, then, huh?
Yeah, it's a great sport, and it's as you said, good for concentration. It's a kind of meditation. You know, in these sports, you cannot say that this guy didn't pass the ball to you, or that it's the fault of the goalkeeper. It's a special sport.
Well, as you came into the room, we had a little bit of a practice. Then we gave you your 9 darts to play darts. Let's take a look at how you got on. So we're here with the 9 dart challenge. All of the guys that have come through, they've come through here and put 9 darts in the board, and the highest score wins. At the moment, I'm bottom. All right. So okay, I wish you luck.
Can I start?
Yep, you go.
I told you.
2. Oh, treble 17. What a score that is! Right. 5 and treble 17. 56. Whoa. 15. 7. 6.
84.
84. Oh, good score.
Okay.
3 more darts.
The last one, huh?
3 darts left. Final. It's aggressive. 6. 5. 17.
I think that's 13, Rio, isn't it?
13, 5, 17. Wow.
119.
Oh, good score.
It's good.
Very good, yeah. Well done. Right, we're into it.
Luck.
Luck. Yeah. That's a good start. Wow, what a technique. Really good aggressive throwing. And your score, by the way, you're just below the top 4. 119. Are you happy with that score?
I'm happy because I didn't try this for at least 20 years. But, you know, I would prefer being higher if it's possible.
Well, you're lucky that you're not where I am, right at the bottom. So that's good.
Yeah, but that's because you're a good host.
Actually, see, this is what I'm saying. That's actually the reason.
You cannot
guys.
kill your guests immediately.
Exactly. Respect. Okay. Well, let's take it to the pitch now. I mean, who has caught your eye at this tournament? Like, who's impressed you most?
I mean, there are many players in many teams that impressed me. Honestly speaking, if I start with the finalists, I'm always impressed by Bellingham's extreme quality. He seems a bit tired to me, but it's clear how, and of course Kane as well. I think that I was most impressed by Rodri. He is the brain of the Spanish team. He doesn't lose the ball. I don't know how he does it. Georgios Kvaratskhelia. I was impressed by one of our players called Karničnik. I'm sure you never heard about him. He plays in Slovenian league, but he played an amazing tournament. So many good players. It's really hard to mention even 10 of them. Very good football.
Good. And obviously, we've had some new regulations implemented into this tournament. And I mean, how successful do you think the new regulation of the referee only talking to the captain's been?
I think it's great, and also the teams are happy, and practically all the leagues and federations said that they will do it in their own leagues. Germans told us they will do it in 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st division.
Oh wow!
Because I don't think it's good to tolerate that 10 players are jumping around the referee and pushing the referee. It's very good to know who is the captain, and the captain speaks directly to the referee. I think it played out well, and we will do it in the club competition next season as well.
So these new regulations that come in and different things that are going on in and around the tournament, on and off the pitch, are you a president that is keeping your finger on the pulse of all of this throughout the tournament, or you want to get an evaluation at the end of the tournament? How does that work with you?
We discuss all the time, and I never comment any decisions of the referees, but we discuss it internally a lot, and we have different opinions many times. But I think that a tournament like that shows us where we could improve as well. I was talking about 3 centimeter offside for a long time. I was talking about handball that nobody understands it for a long time. The problem I have that the coaches support this only when they lose the match, and the other one says that it's a great rule. So
when you win.
We have to start speaking seriously about it. I said many times, if you have a big foot or a big nose, you shouldn't be in offside. That's not the meaning of the rule. And handball, to be honest, I don't know anyone who understands completely. But all these tournaments are very helpful. That we in the future we can see what we do.
And back to off the pitch. I mean, there's so many people. Like you said, you got 16,000 volunteers, 250 people working constantly for 4 years on the whole tournament. Who are the unsung heroes off of the pitch for you guys?
I would say for sure the volunteers. I would absolutely praise German police. They are friendly from one point of view, from the other point of view, strict and taking care of security. And I have to mention our CEO of the UEFA events, Martin Kallen, who is never praised, but always criticized. So if everything is fine, they say, okay, it's fine. If something is wrong, it's him. And me, of course, but he is doing the stuff. So, and there are many other heroes as well.
How do you deal with that? I mean, as president, you're always going to be in the line of fire when, like you say, when things are going wrong or there's big questions. How do you deal with that responsibility and that pressure and the focus on you?
I mean, I understand that if you are in a position like that, it's always your fault, and I know that. I knew that when I came. Whenever something is wrong and it's connected to UEFA, it's the one who is responsible, plus me as an addition. But I think we have to deal with that, and I do deal with that. I don't run away from this responsibility. When I was president of federation, I said to the national team coaches, if you will be winning, you and the players are heroes. If you will be losing, you and me are idiots. So coaches can be heroes or not. Players are always heroes, and we are always to blame. But this is normal.
Yeah, in sport it's always similar like this as well. But you know, I look at the federation, you look at the UEFA, and you see FIFA over there. Rivalries in football are normal. From the outside, I don't know, but you're on the inner workings of this. Is there a rivalry between UEFA and FIFA, or is it teamwork? Is it joined up writing and you're aligned in a lot of your thinking?
Honestly speaking, it's both. I think from one point of view, we work together 90%. We have to work together. Now, many people don't know that UEFA is not a member of FIFA. We are a completely separate organization. From the other point of view, there's a European organization that is 4 times bigger financially, and this creates some problems sometimes for the other side. For years, it's not about now. So it's always a bit of rivalry and a lot of work together.
And this tournament, you look at this and what you've created, it's been sensational so far. What is the legacy for you going to be looking like at the end of a tournament like this?
Look, one thing is that this is the greenest Euro, that we sold the most tickets in history. Wow. That also revenues are huge, and what people don't know, 97% of all the revenues go back to football. But for me, the wider message is even more important. That in the times when we have every day another war, when we have violence everywhere, when we have only negative energy in the air, there's an event where people celebrate, when they are patriotic, when they are happy, when they don't think, fans here don't think that the football match is war. It's a game. It's a game when the better team wins. Sometimes we are mad, sometimes we don't like the referee's decisions, but in the end, it's a festival of friendship, a festival of unity of football, and it's a festival of non-discrimination. So I think this wider message is the biggest legacy.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's more than a game, I suppose.
More than a game. I heard an interview, I don't know who was it, and they asked him, which is the most popular sport? And he said basketball. And people say, what about football? The journalist said, and he said, football is a religion. That's not sport.
It's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
That was nice, isn't it? It was nice. Well, listen, you're probably wondering what this is here.
Yeah.
I'm
already afraid of this.
Don't worry, I'll look after you. But we have some funny things on the board. All you have to do is spin the wheel, and where it lands, I'll then guide you with the questions.
Okay.
Yeah. If you lean forward and just use your finger.
Okay. Can I move this? Or?
Yeah. And then we can sit back down. There you go. Phone message. So this one is, last time we had Jose Fonte, and I said, can I message someone in your phone, or you can message someone in my phone? If you want to do that. Is there somebody you would like to message? Maybe, I don't know, an old teammate of mine or something like that?
Yeah.
Who can we get you to message? Shall I do a video message?
Let's do Nemanja Vidic.
Nemanja Vidic. Perfect. Yes. Vida.
Because you were 2 tough central defenders that many forwards were afraid of.
Nemanja, we're just playing a game here on a show we're doing called Legends Lounge. Unfortunately, you didn't travel and you couldn't be on here, but I've got a message for you from someone who'd like to leave a message for you.
Ćao Nemanja, žao nam je da nisi tu, ali tu sedim s tvojim prijateljem sa kime si igrao i pozdravljamo te. So all the best from Berlin. I'm sitting here with your friend and your colleague, central defenders, killers. Take care.
Good. Next time, make sure you come, yeah? Okay. He'll be funny with that. I'll send it to him and see what he says.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I spoke in Serbian first because I know he.
Yeah. So you speak Serbian?
Yeah, because I was born in Yugoslavia, so I speak also Serbian.
Oh, good. He's a great guy. I mean, he's got a great story as well. His family, where he played and stuff, and really stern and serious guy, but a wonderful player. Great partner. Back to you. 70 years of UEFA, which is a huge achievement. How has the organisation changed over those 70 years? Obviously, you wasn't there for the whole 70 years, but even your time, has it evolved?
I mean, when they came to an idea to make an association of European associations, football associations, it was a tiny thing. They didn't even think that it will become so huge, and it's evolving every single cycle. Let's say that's 3-year cycles. They started with 5 people working at UEFA. Now it's close to 800, and the revenues close to 7 billion
per year.
So it's a huge thing that developed.
And 70% of that 7 billion goes
97%
goes back into football. Wow.
97%. So we spend for our functioning less than any NGO in the world. Wow. Every NGO spends from 10 to 25%. That people don't know that. They say, it's all about money. It's fine. I would like to have 20 billion if we redistribute. And why football is so strong? Okay, it's football, it's different, but it's so strong because first, everybody can qualify. We don't have closed leagues. And because we develop football everywhere. Every single federation gets so much money that they can develop youth football. You have to know that these tournaments are profitable. All youth and women's tournaments are a loss. But we call it investment because it's an investment. It's not a loss if you invest into football that doesn't bring revenues. So
do you see a time when that might change for women's football specifically? Because obviously women's football is going like that.
Yeah.
But obviously the revenues is a different story. When do you see that where it changes and actually becomes a profitable?
It's going up, as you said, every year. I think it will become profitable very soon. It's hard to say when. The thing is that we have to, also broadcasters and sponsors should understand 2 things. One thing is that it's good to invest into women's football because you invest into products when it's not so expensive yet. And second, they speak about equality. Many people speak about equality a lot, but when you have to pay, then they don't want to pay. We are pushing a lot, and it's getting more and more interesting. And all the Champions League finals last year were sold out. So I'm very optimistic. We also have to know that England is a bit different. That women's football is a new sport. In Eastern Europe, women's football is played 10, 15 years. And men's football, hundreds of years. Crazy, more than 100 years. So we have to be patient as well.
No, 100%. Listen, I can't have you here, the president of UEFA, and not ask on behalf of players about the amount of games. I think this is a big topic in the game at the moment, and a lot of the players are concerned and worried about too many games in a season and what that puts on their bodies and what it could do maybe to the product of the game. What's your view on the number of games and where it may be going?
Yeah, we reached the ceiling, I think. But I think that the problem is that all the stakeholders should speak about it. In England, for example, you have 2 cups. And nobody wants to hear that you would have only 1 cup. There's a new Club World Cup after the season, 5 weeks. I don't know how this will end up. So I think all the stakeholders should sit and see what to do. But I can say for UEFA's competition that we will not do any matches more. We stay as it is, at least till I'm here.
I think the players will be happy to hear that. They love playing football, but when it's too much, I think on the bodies, it can be a big stress. Just you personally, is it what's next for yourself? You've done you're in this job, doing a great job in this role. What do you see the future holds for yourself?
It's very hard to say. If I learned anything in my life, is that you have to be patient, and the more you speak about the future, the more it doesn't happen.
I'm so in tune with that. 100%.
Yeah. So I'm calm. I have a great family. I have 3 daughters. I will become grandfather in August.
Wow.
So there are nice things ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ahead of me, and life will bring me something interesting for sure. Let's see.
Good.
I'm open.
Well, good luck with that. And
Thanks.
Finally, we have this wonderful trophy sitting next to us. What is your prediction for the final, Spain versus England?
I'm not a very diplomatic person, and I would say if I would have a clear prediction, but I will not do it out of 2 reasons. One reason is whatever I predict doesn't happen. And second, I really think it's 50-50. For me, Spain plays the best football in this tournament. I was fascinated by Spanish team. I didn't expect that before. I knew they're one of the favorites, but I didn't expect that. And England has a really top quality players, and I think that your team is rising slowly. Every match they play better football. I think now in the semi-finals they already played very serious football. They started a bit shy, but you know, if you remember Portugal in 2016, they played terrible football, but in the end they became champions. So it's 50-50. What I have to say, because I have a chance and I don't give many interviews, is that I was almost disgusted by the approach of English media towards the coach, Southgate. Southgate is the most successful coach that England ever had, and he was attacked and ridiculed, and now probably he will be the hero because he came to the finals. I would expect from some of them an apology and not just pretending that they didn't say it. I really didn't like that. I know it happens in football, but it's not fair.
The president has spoken. Now you know who you are, and we want to see the apologies coming quick, thick and fast when we win this title, this trophy here. Mr. President, it's been fascinating talking to you. Really appreciate your time. I know you're one of the busiest men around in this period of time, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Pleasure was mine.